Commander James Mitchell stood at the large window of Unity Prime Station, watching the beautiful colors of space paint the darkness around them. For over 200 years, humans had been friends with alien races in something called the Galactic Confederation. This space station was special because different species worked together here, sharing knowledge and building new technologies. The station was huge, with shiny metal corridors and rooms filled with amazing equipment. Humans worked alongside 3 other alien species. There were the Zephyrians, who looked like living crystals that could change colors when they felt different emotions. The Corvani were like giant insects but very smart, always making good plans and strategies. Then there were the Thresh, who looked like large frogs but were incredible engineers who could build almost anything. Dr. Emily Roberts walked up to James, holding a tablet with important information. She had been working on Unity Prime for 5 years and loved her job. James, the terraforming project is going perfectly. We have successfully made 3 dead planets suitable for life. The alien teams are very happy with our progress. Emily was proud of what they had accomplished. The terraforming technology could turn lifeless rocks into beautiful worlds where people could live. It was dangerous work, but the mixed teams of humans and aliens made it possible. They had learned so much from each other over the years. Lieutenant Thomas Bradley rushed over to them, his face showing excitement and worry at the same time. Tom was young but very good at his job managing communications for the station. "Sir, we are getting a strange message from somewhere far away. It is a distress call, but the signal does not match any species we know." James felt his heart beat faster. First contact with new alien species was rare and very important. Every time humans met new aliens, it meant the Confederation could grow stronger and learn new things. "What kind of trouble are they having, Tom?" Tom looked at his handheld device, reading the message carefully. "They call themselves the Veiltar. Their home planet is dying because of environmental problems. They are asking for help right away." The message sounds very desperate. Dr. Roberts moved closer to look at the information. Her eyes were bright with interest. "James, this could be amazing for everyone. A completely new species is asking us for help. Think about what we could learn from them and what we could teach them." Around the station, the normal daily work continued. In the science labs, human doctors worked next to Zephyrian researchers who glowed soft blue when they were thinking hard. The Corvani strategic planning team made clicking sounds as they discussed the best ways to help planets in trouble. Thresh engineers moved through the corridors, their webbed hands perfect for working with the station's water-based cooling systems. Zartek, the head Zephyrian scientist, came floating over to their group. His crystal body was glowing bright yellow, which meant he was very excited. "Commander Mitchell, my people would be honored to help with this rescue mission. We have experience with environmental restoration." Kliktar, the main Corvani advisor, approached them with quick steps. His insect-like eyes looked at the data while his antenna moved back and forth. "The Confederation grows stronger every time we welcome new friends. We should leave immediately to help these Veiltar people." James felt warm inside as he looked at his alien friends. This was what made him proud to be part of the Confederation. Different species from across the galaxy working together, helping each other, and making the universe a better place. "You're right. Prepare our fastest ships for a rescue mission. This is exactly what the Confederation stands for." Dr. Roberts was already thinking about what supplies they would need. "We should bring medical equipment, food processors, and atmospheric converters. If their planet is really dying, they will need immediate help." Tom started sending messages to different parts of the station. "I will contact the engineering teams and the medical staff. How many ships should we take?" James thought carefully. "We will take 5 ships. That should be enough to carry supplies and rescue equipment, but not so many that we look like an invasion force. We want the Veiltar to trust us." Over the next few hours, Unity Prime became very busy. Human crews worked with their alien friends to load ships with everything needed for a major rescue operation. The Thresh engineers checked all the ship systems twice to make sure everything would work perfectly. The Corvani planned the best route to reach the Veiltar planet as quickly as possible. The Zephyrians prepared special equipment for studying and fixing environmental problems. As James walked through the station, he saw something beautiful. Humans and aliens working together without any problems, sharing ideas, laughing at jokes, and helping each other. This was the dream of the Confederation made real. Dr. Roberts found him in the main corridor. "James, I have been thinking. This rescue mission could be remembered as one of the most important moments in Confederation history. We might be saving an entire species." James nodded, feeling proud and hopeful. "Emily, this is why we are out here. This is why humans joined the Confederation in the first place. To help others and make friends across the galaxy." The engines of Unity Prime began to make their deep humming sound as the station prepared to travel to the Veiltar home world. James looked out at the stars and felt excited about what they would find. He believed this mission would show the best of what different species could do when they worked together. None of the humans on Unity Prime knew they were flying toward the greatest betrayal in human history. The Veiltar home world appeared on the main screen of Unity Prime as they arrived in the distant star system. Commander James Mitchell stared at the planet below, feeling confused and worried. The world looked brown and sick, with dying oceans and gray skies, but something did not seem right. Dr. Emily Roberts stood next to him, studying her instruments carefully. James, the readings are strange. The planet looks dying from space, but I am detecting active power sources and working defense systems. If this world is truly dying, why do they still have so much technology running? Lieutenant Thomas Bradley suddenly called out from his communication station, his voice shaking with fear. Sir, I am detecting many ships dropping out of hyperspace around us. They are big warships and they are surrounding our position. James felt his stomach drop as he looked at the tactical display. Dozens of ships were appearing around Unity Prime, forming a perfect circle that trapped them. But these were not unknown enemy ships. The computer was identifying them as Confederation vessels. Tom, that cannot be correct. Run the scan again, James ordered, hoping there was some mistake. Tom's face went pale as he checked his readings 3 times. Sir, the computer is right. Those are Zephyrian crystal ships, Corvani battle cruisers and Thresh assault vessels. Our own allies are surrounding us. Dr. Roberts grabbed James's arm, her eyes wide with shock. James, we did not ask for backup. Why are Confederation fleets here? The main communication screen flickered to life, and Zartek's crystal form appeared. But instead of his usual friendly blue glow, his entire body was pulsing angry red colors. His voice sounded cold and different from the warm friend James had known for years. Commander Mitchell, you and your human crew have served your purpose perfectly. Thank you for making this so easy for us. James felt like someone had hit him in the stomach. Zartek, what are you talking about? We came here to help the Veiltar people. What is happening? Zartek's crystal body flashed brighter red. The Veiltar distress call was fake, human. We created it to bring you and your best people far away from Earth and your colonies. While you are here, our fleets are attacking every human world in the galaxy. Another screen activated, showing Kliktar, the Corvani advisor who had worked beside humans for months. His insect eyes looked cold and emotionless as he spoke. James Mitchell, your species has become too dangerous. You humans learn too quickly, grow too fast, and make friends too easily. Other species in the galaxy fear you will soon control everything. Dr. Roberts stepped forward, her voice shaking with anger and hurt. Kliktar, we trusted you. We shared our knowledge with you. We thought we were friends. The Corvani leader made a harsh clicking sound that might have been laughter. Friends? We studied you for over 2 centuries, learning your weaknesses, mapping your worlds, understanding your technology. Every friendship was a chance to gather information about how to destroy you. More screens came to life around Unity Prime's command center. Thresh commanders, Zephyrian war leaders, and Corvani generals appeared, all looking at the humans with cold hatred. These were beings that humans had worked with, eaten meals with, and considered family. Tom's communication equipment started beeping with emergency messages. His hands shook as he read the incoming reports. Sir, I am getting distress calls from Earth, Mars, Titan, and all our colony worlds. They say enemy fleets appeared without warning and started attacking cities. James felt like the floor was falling away beneath him. How bad is it, Tom? Tom's voice was barely a whisper. Sir, the reports say that New York, London, Tokyo, and 12 other major cities on Earth have been destroyed. The Mars colonies are under heavy attack. They are targeting our government buildings, military bases, and spaceports. Around Unity Prime, the human crew members were discovering that their alien friends had turned into enemies. Dr. Roberts watched in horror as Thresh engineers she had worked with for years began locking humans out of important systems. Zephyrian scientists who had shared jokes with human researchers were now activating security protocols to trap humans in their quarters. Emergency evacuation procedures now. James shouted into the station's communication system. All human personnel get to the escape pods immediately. But as alarms began ringing throughout Unity Prime, James realized how carefully planned this betrayal was. The aliens knew exactly where every important human facility was located because humans had trusted them completely. They knew which ships carried the best human technology, which planets had the strongest defenses, and which leaders needed to be eliminated first. Kliktar's image appeared again on the screen. Do not blame us for your destruction, humans. Your species conquered your own world through war and violence. We cannot allow you to do the same to the galaxy. That was our past. Dr. Roberts shouted at the screen. We changed. We became peaceful. Zartek's crystal form pulsed with cold light. You became peaceful because you had no more worlds to conquer on Earth. But in space you began expanding again, making new colonies, building bigger ships, gaining influence. We could not wait for you to become dangerous. As Unity Prime shuddered under enemy weapon fire, James understood the terrible truth. The species they had trusted most, the friends they had shared their lives with, had been planning humanity's destruction for years. Every moment of friendship had been a lie designed to gather intelligence for this moment. The betrayal was complete, and humanity's golden age had ended in fire and deception. Dr. Marcus Webb stepped out of the underground elevator into the cold Antarctic air, his breath forming white clouds in the freezing wind. For 3 days, all communications from the outside world had been silent. The last messages he received were terrible reports about attacks on Earth's biggest cities. The research facility where Marcus worked was hidden deep under the ice in Antarctica, far from any major population centers. Most people did not even know it existed. The facility was built years ago as a backup location where scientists could continue working if something bad happened to the main research centers. Lieutenant Anna Foster met him at the entrance, her military uniform covered with snow. Anna was one of only 12 soldiers stationed at the remote facility, but she looked determined and ready for action. Professor Webb, we finally got through to some other survivor groups. The news is worse than we thought. Marcus nodded grimly and followed Anna inside the warm facility. The corridors were filled with busy scientists and technicians who had been living underground since the attacks began. Everyone looked worried but focused on their work. Tell me what you know, Anna, Marcus said as they walked toward the main command center. Anna pulled out a tablet with information from around the world. The alien fleets hit us hard and fast. New York City is completely destroyed. London, Tokyo, Beijing, Moscow, and 15 other major cities are gone. They used our friendship against us, sir. They knew exactly where to strike. In the command center, Captain Robert Hayes looked up from a large table covered with maps and computer screens. Robert had been sleeping in the facility for only 2 hours a day, working constantly to contact other survivors and organize resistance efforts. Marcus, thank God you are here, Robert said, his face showing relief. We have been trying to understand how bad the situation really is. The aliens targeted our biggest population centers and military bases first, but they made some mistakes. Dr. Lucy Thompson, the facility's chief engineer, joined them at the table. Lucy had designed many of the hidden systems that were now keeping them alive and connected to other survivor groups. Marcus, do you remember the contingency protocols we developed 5 years ago? The ones we called our just-in-case plans? Marcus felt his heart beat faster as he remembered those secret projects. You mean the backup systems we built without telling the Confederation about them? Lucy smiled for the first time in days. Exactly those systems. It turns out humans are naturally careful people. Even while we were being friendly with the aliens, we were unconsciously preparing for something like this. Robert manipulated a holographic display that showed hidden facilities across Earth and the solar system. Look at this, Marcus. We have 47 underground facilities like this one. Hidden manufacturing plants, secret communication networks, backup power systems, and emergency supply depots. Anna pointed to different locations on the map. The aliens thought they destroyed our ability to fight back, but they only hit our public facilities. They never knew about our hidden infrastructure because we never told them about it. Marcus studied the display carefully, feeling amazed and proud. How is this possible? We trusted the aliens completely. Dr. Thompson pulled up more information on her computer. We trusted them, but we also remembered human history. Every time our species has faced destruction, we survived because some people prepared for the worst. It was not paranoia, Marcus. It was wisdom. Captain Hayes pointed to reports coming in from around the solar system. Sir, we are receiving messages from survivors on Mars, Titan, Europa, and 12 asteroid mining stations. The aliens hit our colony worlds hard, but many people escaped to facilities the aliens did not know existed. On the main screen, a communication channel opened, and Commander James Mitchell's face appeared. He looked tired and hurt but alive. James was speaking from an escape pod somewhere in deep space. Marcus, thank God we reached you, James said, his voice filled with relief. Unity Prime was destroyed, but we escaped with crucial intelligence about the alien attack plans. The betrayal was planned for decades, but they underestimated human resilience. Dr. Roberts appeared next to James on the screen, her face determined despite everything that had happened. Marcus, the aliens studied our public technology and our official military capabilities, but they never saw our hidden preparations. We have advantages they do not know about. Anna looked at the tactical information with growing excitement. Professor Webb, the colonial worlds are fighting back. They are using scorched earth tactics. If they cannot hold a position, they are destroying everything useful before retreating to hidden bases. Marcus felt something growing in his chest that he had not felt since the attacks began. Was hope. Show me what resources we have available. Lucy brought up manufacturing reports on her screen. We have secret shipyards that can build vessels using completely human technology. No alien components, no shared designs. The aliens will not recognize our new ships or understand how they work. Robert pointed to communication networks on his display. We also have independent supply chains, hidden research laboratories, and backup command structures. The aliens destroyed our public face, but our hidden capabilities are intact. Dr. Thompson smiled as she looked at the data. Marcus, we are not just survivors hiding in holes. We are a species that learned to prepare for the unthinkable. The aliens wanted to destroy humanity, but they only destroyed the part of humanity they could see. Outside the facility, the Antarctic wind continued to howl across the ice, but inside, the machinery of human survival was coming to life. The darkest hour was ending, and humanity was preparing to show the galaxy what it meant to be unbreakable. 6 months after the Great Betrayal, Commander James Mitchell stood on the bridge of the newly built human warship called Defiance. The ship was completely different from anything the aliens had ever seen before. It was built using secret human technology that had been hidden for years, and its weapons were designed by human engineers who had learned from centuries of warfare. Dr. Emily Roberts worked at the intelligence station, reading reports that came in from battles across human space. Her face showed satisfaction as she looked at the latest news. James, the Corvani fleets are asking for peace talks. They just lost 3 major battles to our new ship designs in the Titan sector. James looked at the tactical display with growing pride. The screen showed dozens of green dots representing human ships that were winning battles against alien forces. 6 months ago, humanity had seemed completely destroyed, but now they were fighting back successfully. Captain David Parker approached with a battle report in his hands. David had been living on Mars when the aliens attacked his colony, but he escaped and joined the resistance movement. Sir, the ship's Resilience and Unbroken have successfully freed the Titan mining facilities. The enemy fleets ran away when they saw our new weapons. Dr. Roberts shook her head in amazement. David, I still do not understand how this is possible. 6 months ago we were scattered survivors hiding in caves and bunkers. Now we are winning battles against 3 alien species. Lieutenant Anna Foster, who had been promoted to intelligence officer, walked over with a smile on her face. Emily, it is possible because we were never as weak as we appeared to be. Dr. Webb's Antarctic facility was just one of many hidden installations. We had secret shipyards, hidden research stations, and backup industrial complexes all over human space. James nodded as he remembered the discoveries they had made during the months of fighting. Anna is right. The Confederation saw our public face, our diplomatic and cooperative side. They never saw our contingency planning and our hidden preparations. The main screen flickered to life with an incoming transmission from Earth. Dr. Marcus Webb appeared, now serving as the coordinator of all human resistance efforts. His face looked tired but determined as he spoke from the rebuilt command center in Antarctica. James, I have important news from our intelligence networks, Marcus said. We have made contact with groups of aliens who opposed this betrayal from the beginning. It seems that not all Zephyrians, Corvani, and Thresh people supported what their governments did to us. James leaned forward with interest. Explain what you mean, Marcus. Marcus pulled up information on his screen that showed alien population centers. Their leaders acted in secret, James. Many ordinary alien citizens are shocked and angry about what was done in their names. Some of them are trying to help us. Dr. Roberts moved closer to the communication screen. Marcus, are you saying we have potential allies among our former enemies? Marcus nodded seriously. Exactly, Emily. We have received secret messages from Zephyrian scientists, Corvani civilians, and Thresh engineers who want to stop this war. They say their governments lied to them about human intentions. Captain Parker looked at the intelligence reports with confusion. But sir, if some aliens want to help us, why are we still fighting them? Anna answered his question while looking at her data tablet. Because their military leaders are still trying to destroy us, David. The alien government started this war based on lies and fear, and they cannot stop now without admitting they were wrong. James studied the tactical situation carefully, thinking about what this new information meant for humanity's future. Marcus, what exactly are you suggesting we do with this information? Dr. Webb's expression became thoughtful as he considered the possibilities. James, I am suggesting that we remember who we are as human beings. Yes, we have proven that we can fight and win battles. Our new ships are superior to anything the aliens have. But our greatest strength was never our weapons. Emily looked puzzled. What do you mean, Marcus? Marcus smiled slightly, the first genuine smile James had seen from him in months. Our greatest strength was always our ability to build bridges between different groups, even after those bridges have been burned down and destroyed. The bridge of the Defiance became quiet as everyone considered what Dr. Webb was saying. They had spent months focused on fighting and winning, but now they were being reminded of something deeper about human nature. James felt something stirring in his chest that was different from anger or the desire for revenge. It was hope for something better than endless warfare. Marcus, are you suggesting we try to make peace with the aliens who betrayed us? Marcus looked directly at James through the screen. I am suggesting we show the galaxy what humanity really stands for. We could destroy the alien fleets and take revenge for what they did to our cities and our people. But that would make us exactly what they feared we would become. Captain Parker crossed his arms, still angry about losing his home on Mars. They destroyed our cities and killed millions of humans, Dr. Webb. Why should we show them mercy? Anna answered before Marcus could speak. Because, David, showing mercy when you have the power to destroy your enemies is what separates civilization from barbarism. It is what makes us human. James looked around at his crew and made a decision that would change the course of the war and the future of the galaxy. The Confederation Council chamber on the capital planet of Nexus Prime had never seen anything like what was happening today. Commander James Mitchell walked through the same halls where he had once been welcomed as a trusted friend, but now he was flanked by human Marines wearing new armor that the aliens had never seen before. Behind James walked representatives of alien resistance groups who had opposed the betrayal from the beginning. There were Zephyrian scientists who glowed with shame colors, Corvani civilians who had refused to support the war, and Thresh engineers who had secretly helped human survivors escape the attacks. The Great Chamber was filled with alien delegates from across the galaxy, all watching nervously as the humans approached the central platform. Many of them had believed their government's lies about human aggression, but now they were seeing the truth for the first time. Distinguished delegates of what used to be called the Confederation, James began, his voice carrying clearly across the vast chamber. I stand before you today not as a conqueror seeking revenge, but as a reminder of what our alliance once meant to all of us. On the massive screens around the chamber, evidence began playing that shocked the assembled aliens. There were intercepted communications showing how the conspiracy had been planned in secret, testimonies from alien dissidents who had tried to stop the betrayal, and proof that most alien citizens had been lied to about human intentions. Dr. Emily Roberts stepped forward to address the stunned assembly. Her voice was calm but strong as she spoke. The human species has proven that we can survive your betrayal. We have rebuilt our destroyed worlds, defeated your military fleets, and reclaimed our place in the galaxy. But we did not come here today to seek revenge against you. Across the chamber, Zartek appeared on one of the communication screens. He was the same crystalline being who had betrayed them at Unity Prime, but now his body pulsed with colors that showed deep shame and regret. Commander Mitchell, we believed terrible lies about what your species planned to do to us. We allowed fear and jealousy to drive us to commit unforgivable acts against people we should have trusted. James looked at the alien who had once been his colleague and friend, feeling the weight of everything that had been lost and everything that could still be saved. Around the chamber, other aliens were beginning to understand how badly they had been deceived by their own leaders. Zartek, the most important thing about trust is not that we never fall down or make mistakes, James said carefully. The most important thing is how we choose to get back up and what we do with the lessons we have learned. Captain Robert Hayes stepped forward with a data tablet containing new proposals for galactic cooperation. We are not here to punish anyone or demand that you surrender to us. Instead, we propose new agreements between our species, treaties built not on blind faith, but on transparency, mutual oversight, and shared safeguards. Dr. Marcus Webb's image appeared via hologram transmission from Earth, where he was overseeing the rebuilding efforts. These new protocols will ensure that no single species or small group of leaders can ever again orchestrate such massive deception against their own people or their neighbors. But more importantly, they will be built on a foundation of earned trust rather than assumed goodwill. Lieutenant Anna Foster, now promoted to captain, presented the detailed plans to the assembly. The new space stations and research facilities will have mixed crews from all species, but with safeguards and transparency measures that have never existed before. Every important decision will be made openly, with representatives from all member species present. In the months that followed the Nexus Prime conference, the galaxy watched something unprecedented happen. Instead of seeking revenge against the species that had betrayed them, humans chose to focus on rebuilding and creating better systems for cooperation. New Unity Station was constructed in a neutral star system, designed as a symbol of renewed cooperation between species. Captain Anna Foster oversaw the construction project, watching as human and alien workers labored side by side. They worked more carefully than before with respect and caution, but they were cooperating again. The Zephyrian workers glowed with hopeful blue colors as they installed new crystal-based communication systems that would make secret conspiracies impossible. Corvani engineers used their strategic skills to design security protocols that protected all species equally. Thresh technicians built water-based cooling systems that would serve the needs of all the different species working together. Dr. Emily Roberts established new research protocols that required all scientific discoveries to be shared immediately with all member species. "We learned that secrets and hidden knowledge lead to fear and suspicion," she explained to a group of young scientists from different worlds. "Transparency and open sharing lead to trust and progress." As Captain Foster watched the construction of New Unity Station, she reflected on humanity's incredible journey. They had been betrayed by their closest friends, had their cities destroyed, and had seemed completely defeated. But in the end, they had proven something important about the human spirit. The galaxy was learning that humanity's greatest strength was not that they never fell down or made mistakes. Their greatest strength was not their advanced technology or their military capabilities. Their greatest strength was their ability to choose hope over hatred, rebuilding over revenge, and forgiveness over fury. When trust was shattered, humanity had indeed stood unbroken. But more than that, they had shown the galaxy how broken things could be rebuilt to become stronger and better than they had ever been before.